Hey, what's up YouTube? It's George Weber here from Team Onigas with another deck I'd like to show you. This deck is actually a personal favorite of mine. Uh, I've been using it lately at locals. I've been getting first place with it at all of my locals so far. It's unorthodox, it's weird, it's good, and I think a lot of you will like it. So here we go. Based on the description, I bet you can tell that this is Psychics. Psychics. Have you thought they were dead from the Mind Master being gone, but they're not. Since Psychics aren't very played, I will explain what each card does. First off, we have the Sankin on crack of the deck. We have 3 Serene Psychic Witch. This card's effect is if Serene Psychic Witch is destroyed by any means, I get to select one Psychic type monster in my deck with 2000 attack or less and remove it from play. The next standby phase, I get to special summon it. This card basically allows me to search out my deck for any Psychic I need based on destruction. It's extremely good. It's so hard to get over. And before I get into it, I'm just basically going to say that this is a deck of floaters. The next 3 cards are Silent Psychic Wizard. This card is a 19 beat stick, and when this card is normal summoned, I can select one Psychic type monster in my graveyard, regardless of level, regardless if it's a synchro, and remove it from play. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon that card. First of all, it's mandatory, so it doesn't miss timing on synchros. Second of all, when you do synchro with it, you get the monster. This is really, really, really good, especially when you're going off and ready to explode. You play it, remove from play any Psychic in your graveyard, synchro with it, and then you get not only the monster that you removed, but the synchro monster as well, and then you just keep on going off from there. Next is the Tuner, level 2 Tuner. I use 3 Esper Girl. Esper Girl's effect is that when this card is special summoned from remove from play the top card of your deck, face down, neither player can see it. When this card is sent from field to graveyard, add that card to your hand. So basically, what the play is, use Serene Psychic Witch. It gets destroyed, remove from play Esper Girl. Standby phase, Esper Girl comes back, remove from play the top card of your deck face down. Then play Silent Psychic Wizard, remove from play the Serene Psychic Witch from your graveyard, synchro with Esper Girl. Now, not only do you get the level 6 synchro, but you also get the Serene Psychic Witch back to your field, and you get the draw. That's a pretty good deal for synchro summoning, I'd say. It's a great combo. It goes off a lot more than you think. Next, I use 2 Space Time Police. Space Time Police is an amazingly annoying card this format. He is very good. Basically, his effect is that when he is special summoned, I can remove from play one face-up card you control. When he is removed from the field, end quote, removed from the field, so that means if you exceed with them, they don't get the removed card back. But when he's removed from the field, it returns back to their side of the field, but set. So if it's a monster, it returns to face down defense position. If it's a spell or trap card, it moves back face down. It's a great card because you can remove it from play with the Serene Psychic Witch. No, the Silent Psychic Wizard. I'm sorry. And then when you synchro, you get Space Time Please. Remove from play one of their cards and just keep on going. It's great for getting over stuff like Hyperion, Gores, etc. that they already have on the field. Next, I think the best card that the Psychics got are 3 Time Escapers. Time Escaper says you can activate this card during either player's turn. Remove from play one Psychic type monster on the field. When your next standby phase, special summon it. So basically, they play Mirror Force, Chain Time Escaper. They play Smashing Ground, Chain Time Escaper. You get your monster back, and they just wasted it. It's really good like that. On top of that, since they're special summoned back from removed from play, all the Psychic monsters get their effect. My favorite play normally to get over something is I'll play Space Time Police, and then I'll Time Escaper with it. It returns, and I'll remove from play a card on their side of the field. It works out really well, and it's actually really nice. I really like it. Now, to speed up the deck and to give my Time Police some more tribute fodder, I use 3 Reborn Tengu. Not only can I synchro with them, and they're great in that aspect, but you can also tribute them for the Space-Time Police, like I said. You can do a lot with them. Worst comes to worst, they're a great stall, and you can reuse them, because I do use a Pot of Avarice. It's really good. Finally, 1 Sankin. Search out almost every card in my deck. except the Tengu, the Space Time Police, and Silent Psychic Wizard. Other than that, search out anything you need. It's a great card. Normally, I end up searching out Time Escaper because Time Escaper is just too good. Next for the spell cards. First off, Staples, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm. Wouldn't be anywhere without those now, would we? Next is 2 Miracle Synchro Fusion. For those of you that have never seen this card before, basically it's remove from play on your side of the field or the graveyard 1 Psychic monster and 1 Psychic Synchro. Remove them from play and special summon 1 Ultimate Axon Kicker to your side of the field. Ultimate Axon Kicker's effect is that he's not destroyed by card effects, he has piercing, and that any monster he destroys by battle, you gain life points equal to the monster's attack. He has 2900 attack, and he is probably one of the hardest boss monsters in the game to get over. He wins games. On top of that, Miracle Synchro Fusion has a little extra effect where if it's destroyed while set, you get to draw a card. So worst comes to worst, set it as a bluff, they MST it, and you get to draw. Now keep in mind, there is a Synchro monster at every level. At level 5, there's Magical Android. At level 6, there's Psychic Nightmare. At level 7, there's Psychic Life Transfer. At level 8, there's Thought Ruler Archfiend. And at level 9, there's Overmind Archfiend. I use all of them except Overmind Archfiend, which is the level 9. And the one I use the most is the Psychic Nightmare. Psychic Nightmare is actually amazing because you get to look at one card in their hand, and with Mind Crush at 2, you Mind Crush the card you saw. Anyway, continuing with the spells, 1 Pot of Avarice. I wish it was 3, but it's 1, so I compensate with 1. It's amazing. Reuse the Tengus, reuse your Psychics, reuse everything. Emergency Teleport. Where would Psychics be without Emergency Teleport? That card is amazingly good. I feel like it's too good. I love this card. It wins games. 1 Mind Control. Considering you have a searchable Esper Girl with the Serene Psychic Witch, and you use 3 Esper Girls in general, I feel like Mind Control is needed. It comes in handy a lot. Worst comes to worst, they drop BLS, Scrap Dragon, something like that. Mind Control it, use BLS effect to remove itself. So it's pretty good in that aspect. Finally, 2 Smashing Ground. Just quick answer to big beaters. It works out great this format. I love Smashing Ground. I think it's definitely main deck worthy in a lot of decks. Uh, just awesome card. Finally, for the trap cards, I use 2 Call the Haunteds. He is amazing with Space Time Police. Revive Space Time Police. Remove a card. Just keep on going. On top of that, Call the Haunteds just a great card in general this format. Bring back a Synchro, bring back anything like that. I really enjoy Call the Haunted at 2. I feel like it should be in every deck at 2. Next, 2 Psychic Overlord. For those of you that don't know what Psychic Overload does, think of a Pot of Avarice, except better. Basically, it's a trap card that says select 3 Psychic monsters in your graveyard, return them to your deck, shuffle, then draw 2. So essentially, it's a Pot of Avarice that only requires 3 monsters. This makes up for Pot of Avarice going down to 1. I really, really like it. It reuses the Silent Psychic Wizards. So yeah. Next, I use 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device. You'd be surprised how much they help. This deck's kind of big flaw is getting over big synchro monsters, or exceeds. This takes care of the exceeds, stuff like Gachi Gachi, Gentetsu, Utopia, Steel Swarm Roach, just anything stupid like that, just quick answer, bounce it away. On top of that, it's just pretty good in general. I've always enjoyed using Compulsory Evacuation Device. I just feel like it's a game changer. Next, Staples, 2 Solemn Warnings, and then finally, Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, Torrential Tribute. That's my full deck list for Psychics. Uh, you can say whatever you want about that Psychic build. It's been winning games for me. It looks unorthodox, but basically it's a deck of floaters. Basically, one monster always replaces itself with another, or the Esper Girl replaces itself for advantage, and when you Synchro, you get more stuff and more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. Um, it's been extremely consistent for me. You can ask pretty much anyone. My Psychics has been doing very well. I'm actually considering taking it to regionals, even though I already have my invite. It's just been treating me so well, and no one will really expect it. If you want to take it to regionals, be my guest. Tell me how well you do. If you're a smart player, I'm pretty sure you can top. The side deck is definitely a big thing with it as well. I won't share the side deck now. I kind of use a generic side for all my decks that I like to keep pretty quiet about because no one really expects it or sees it coming, and it wins me almost every game. So yeah, that's about it. Any questions or comments, please comment below. Go ahead and subscribe. The subscribe button should be over there, if I'm not mistaken. If YouTube didn't change it around again, it's whatever. Go ahead, add me on Facebook. I have my Facebook on our channel wall page. We can always chat about decks, stuff like that. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Where's my pause button? There it is.